Okay. Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies, finale. Here we go. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna load this. I think this will load into the right place. I hope so. There we go. Oh, wait, I should make this full screen. Perfect. Okay. Whoo! December 20th, which was 8 days ago. Okay. Gotta wet that throat. Gotta wet that throat. Okay. Here we fucking go. This is so intense. Mr. Justice, please explain yourself. It's very simple. There isn't much to explain. The defendant, Miss Athena Sykes, might not be innocent. What are you talking about? The case from 7 years ago has been settled. I'm not talking about the past here. I'm talking about the present case. It's still not clear who killed Clay Taryn. But, Apollo, why would you? Miss Sykes, please listen quietly to what I have to say. Damn! Yo! What the fuck? Indie villain! What in the world is Apollo trying to do? Your Honor, please allow me a little of the court's time. But this is a trial for the case from 7 years ago. Miss Blackwell, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me, too. I'm sure you want to know the real truth of what happened as much as I do. Apollo! Sure, you know I'm all for the truth. Now let's see you expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial. Very well. Is that all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. I'll have the police's investigation report brought immediately. Not you too, Edgeworth. I really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve. Shit. Very well. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. As you wish. Let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clay Taryn. It was made clear in the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not his killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, the culprit waited for the astronauts in boarding lounge 1. When the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum...
I'm waiting for Clavier Gavin to bust in with an objection and new evidence.
I hope so. I hope he redeems himself. He needs to after that last game. When the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum, the killer attacked Mr. Taryn with the same type of knife that was used 7 years ago. The murderer then escaped into the Space Museum. Next, Director Yuri Cosmos switched the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and escaped via boarding lounge 2. And therefore, this trial must make clear who Mr. Taryn's true killer was. In other words, we must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day. Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, is the defense ready? Yes, Your Honor. I'd better rearrange my evidence. Time to clean it up. Okay. Now then, Mr. Justice. Your testimony, if you please. Apollo Justice's accusation! Apollo wearing that jacket over his shoulders like they're lifts or a wig or something. Those have some serious shoulder pads. I wonder if there's shoulder pads also in his shirt underneath, making him just a square. I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Taryn. My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself. In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launch pad switch to escape. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder! Oh, fuck.
Wintermute. Indict.
Indict. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Justice, you realize you are charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you? Yes, Your Honor, because that is the conclusion my investigation has led me to. Fuck. But Apollo! Why? How could you suspect me, too? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. I don't get it. Just what did you find out over the past few days to make you think this? Kind of feel like the game is doing this to me personally out of spite, right? I also realized I don't have chat on. I should probably turn it back on. There we go. Paul, I'm S-ing my DH right now. Here we go. I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Taryn.
Hold it!
Why? What first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes? It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. When she saw the weapon that killed Mr. Taryn, my bracelet reacted. She said she'd never seen the knife before, but my bracelet told me otherwise. And then, every time after that, my bracelet would react when she talked about the case. Or Apollo must have been beside himself during that investigation. I didn't know what to do or to think. I couldn't even sleep. In that condition, I knew I wouldn't be any good in court. So I decided to wear an eye patch so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her tells. Oh, fuck. So that's why Apollo was acting so strangely. But the reason Miss Sykes unconsciously reacted to the knife that way is because she stabbed her mother's murderer with one identical to it 7 years ago.
Objection!
But that knife was also the murder weapon that was used to kill Clay Taryn. My bracelet could have also reacted to her because she knew she was his killer, too. I guess he has a point. But my bracelet wasn't the only reason I became suspicious of her. My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself.
Hold it!
That's the lighter that was found in the Space Museum with their fingerprints on it, right? But even if it seemed decisive, there must be other facts we don't know about it yet. If that's so, go ahead and prove it then. Look, honestly, I don't want to believe it's true either. But Miss Sykes was the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder. But Mr. Justice, Miss Sykes had absolutely no motive to kill Mr. Taryn.
Objection!
7 years ago, Miss Sykes lived at the Cosmos Space Center. It wouldn't be strange if she had some kind of connection to him. Besides, people sometimes kill for motives we can't even imagine. I know you've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright. I still can't believe this. How can you actually suspect Athena, Apollo? In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launch pad switch to escape.
Hold it!
Isn't it possible that somebody else used that same escape route? I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright. Why not? Recall there's a security camera in boarding lounge 1 aimed at the launch pad door. It's the camera that captured Mr. Terran and Mr. Starbuck. But there's also another security camera in boarding lounge 2. It recorded Mr. Terran's killer, or rather, Miss Sykes coming out of the Space Museum. A camera in boarding lounge 2? First I've heard of it, but it makes sense. Athena said she had snuck into the Space Museum the night before the incident, and then was overcome and passed out until around noon the next day. I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into the boarding lounge. Into boarding lounge 2. That must have been when the camera captured her. And that's what made Apollo suspect her even more. But wait a minute. In that case, it's most likely recorded the true culprit as well.
Objection!
That's a negative on that one too, Mr. Wright. In the footage taken after the incident, Miss Sykes is the only one who appears. What? Why? An elaborate ruse to the love fest that is the DLC. I actually think the DLC happens before this. Chronologically. I think it happens in between case 2 and 3. Or 3 and 4. Order. Order in the court. However, there is another game. There's an entire other game after this. That can't be. But if it is, then it is incredibly incriminating. Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial that the way the true culprit escaped was via the Space Museum after the pads had been switched? A fact you previously proved turns on its ear, leaving your client high and dry. I must say, that is vintage Phoenix Wright. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder.
Hold it!
Phoenix Wright and the audacity of Apollo. Believing in your client to the end is a basic principle of good defense. Shouldn't you extend that same principle to your own co-worker? You're probably right. Maybe I'm not even fit to be a lawyer. However, I don't care. This case is special to me. Oh, fuck. Or Apollo, his best friend! Clay was my friend. And that's why I just have to know the truth. Apollo suspected his trusted co-worker of killing his friend. To dispel his doubts, he investigated on his own, but that only led to more doubts. Apollo must have been really struggling with this. Well, Apollo may have doubts, but... I'll say it again. Athena Sykes isn't the murderer. Then I have only one thing to say. Evidence is everything in court. Well, Mr. Wright, think you have the concrete proof to knock down my arguments? Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice. And your facts appear to be indisputable. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory? It looks like not even you can deny it. Miss Sykes was the only one who used the only possible escape route. Under these circumstances, there can be no other suspect but the defendant. Unless... you think there was an alternate escape route? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Phoenix? Was there an alternate escape route? Yeah, right? Wouldn't there have been 2 escape routes because there were 2 different there were 2. She could escape back into oh man. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, remember we had that conversation with God, who was it? There was the one corridor and then the one where there were like dead leaves on the ground. Right? I know there was another escape route. I think it's yes. Okay. Yes, of course there must have been. Just don't ask me what. You're just bluffing again, aren't you? Kind of. Me? Bluff? No way. He knows me too well. Who is this talking? This is probably Apollo, right? It's fine, Mr. Wright. I mean, it says it's fine literally right there. That's gotta be Apollo. It's fine, Mr. Wright. Even a bluff would suit me just fine. Rare no save question answer. Fuck, yeah, I should have saved, right? As long as you can. Clear up this doubt inside me. Oh, shit. Wait. So, is that what this is all about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. But what is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So that once the truth finally comes out, I can really, fully trust her. Good night, Plum! Have a wonderful night! I'll see you around. Bye! Thanks for giving Plum a shout out. Really appreciate that, Grey Newtons. Apollo's confessing his doubts, yes. Oh, man. So that you can really trust me? You register that account. Also, register Best Newtons. I really like that one, too. It seems your junior partner has just showed us what trials are truly all about. I believe you're right. We prosecutors painstakingly question every detail in pursuit of the defendant. While we lawyers believe in and defend our clients to the end. Goodbye, Met. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful night. See ya around. When both sides go all out against each other, that's when we discover the truth. Precisely. And when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust. That is exactly what trials are about, wouldn't you agree? Oh, they're getting all fucking philosophical. Yes, I couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside of me. So I decided I needed to face it head on. No matter what the truth is that's waiting ahead, I won't be afraid. Okay. That's so like Apollo. Always uber earnest about things like that. Mr. Justice, I vow to dispel every last bit of doubt in your heart. Good, because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again. You're really hoping there was an alternate, route. You're really hoping there was an alternative route, aren't you, Apollo? But if I use the process of elimination, there really aren't that many possibilities. Director Cosmos was at the southern exit. Leaving only the control room and the corridor to the Space Center. Space Museum, sorry. Which door could the culprit have escaped through? Can we save first? I'm gonna say it's the fucking corridor. I think... Wait, was there, like, actually no... I'm gonna say she went through here.
Take that!
They really could have only escaped to the corridor to the Space Museum. All they had to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbucks prince to get through the door.
Objection!
It appears that all you're trying to establish is Miss Sykes' guilt. If the culprit used that route, the only exit would have been into Boarding Lounge 2. The logical conclusion of your argument is that the killer is none other than the defendant. Shit, did I choose the wrong thing? I knew it! That's the only way it could be, huh? If the culprit escaped into the corridor that leads into the Space Museum, then I guess it's true. The only exit would have been into Boarding Lounge 2. But Miss Sykes was the only person captured by the Boarding Lounge 2 security camera. I investigated the crime scene thoroughly. But the only place the culprit could have escaped to was the Space Museum corridor. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything. So that leaves us with no other conclusion to draw but that Athena Sykes was the murderer. Culprit. I mean, those are the same thing. What would the answer be? Was there really no other escape route? But, hold on a second. What if... I knew it would be the leaves. Bad Newtons, very good. Very good. Good account. Good gimmick. Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? What if they're a clue to the culprit's real escape route? Did they come in from outside? Or did they leave outside? They would have had to open up to outside, right? I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than Boarding Lounge 2. Oh? Launch Pad 1 and the Space Museum were switched after the bombing, meaning the Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time, which is exactly when an alternative escape route opened up for our culprit. Are you kidding me? Judging by the intense look in your eyes, I take it you're serious. Very well, Mr. Wright. Do tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the corridor besides the Boarding Lounge 2? Can I just point, like, outside? Where do I have the option to point to? Okay. Here? Or is that the entrance? I don't fucking know where to point right now. Does it matter? It's literally anywhere. Okay, if they swapped up here... I'm just gonna point, like, here somewhere. Actually. And for brand control. Very good. Very good. Best Newtons. Okay, present. We found something odd while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon. Namely, A few dead leaves on the floor. Considering where dead leaves come from, outside, they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped to. Yes, I remember seeing some leaves myself. Oh, do you mean? Yep. Well, the Space Museum was in motion just beyond the corridor's safety room. Was an alternative place that the culprit could have used to escape. In other words, the culprit's real escape route was outside. The area outside the Space Center. You're freaking insane!
Objection!
Freaking insane! Do you know how impossible that would be? That corridor is level with the 3rd floor. Even if the culprit tried to leap to the outside wall of the Space Center building, they would fall to their death.
Objection!
Ordinarily, yes. But after the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item. And what item was it exactly, Mr. Wright? Alright, this is what the culprit used to leap to the outside wall of the main building. Is it gonna be a ladder? Is it a ladder? Hold on. Yeah, we do have an emergency ladder, don't we? Right? It's totally the ladder. Yes. Also, I have to sneeze.
Take that!
It's your arch nemesis, though. Do you dare pick it? I did. I think that was it. An emergency ladder. There was an emergency ladder in the 4th floor robotics lab. And it was used that day after the explosions. Excuse me. That sneeze messed up my throat a little bit. And it was used the day after the explosions to help evacuate people. Ms. Blackwell herself used that ladder to escape down to ground level. Recall that the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered. The corridor would have passed by the ladder while the pads were being switched. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so... Yep, the ladder was out the window and he decided, or they decided to jump, all the way from there into, the ladder, I guess, right? Is that what they're saying is happening? Yep. And that's when the culprit literally sprang into action. That's a bold move. And leapt onto the ladder. What? Who could have imagined? Order in the court. Well, an alternative escape route seems to have emerged. Which means somebody other than Miss Sykes could have been the culprit, right?
Objection!
Making things up on the fly in an attempt to sway the court again, are we, Mr. Wright? Your theory has so many holes, it puts Swiss cheese to shame. Shut up, Edgeworth. Alright then, name one. I have here detailed information about the Space Center. According to this, the distance between the museum corridor and the main building during movement is... a full 20 feet. That's pretty far, isn't it? "20 feet 10 meters. 6 meters. Okay. I see. Sorry, I had to do that conversion. 20 feet? You're pulling my leg, right? In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, or roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place. An unstable ladder. Ugh. Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations. It's a basic survival instinct. An ordinary person would certainly hesitate before jumping. Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all.
Objection!
But the culprit had just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind.
Objection!
Nevertheless, why would they have taken that kind of risk? They could have waited for the switch to be complete and escaped to boarding lounge 2.
Objection!
Yeah, but then they would have been caught by the fucking camera. Yeah, because there was a security camera in boarding lounge 2. The culprit knew they would be recorded if they left the Space Museum that way.
Objection!
In that case, the culprit could have hidden in the museum until things settled down. And then blended in with the other people after the museum was opened. I need to use the Pythagorean theorem to calculate the jump. God damn it! Wait, what cheese? What cheese did I miss? That's a good point. But you claim that despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap? And all in the brief moment the corridor and ladder passed by each other? That's, also a good point. They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump. If their timing was off, or if they couldn't jump far enough, it would have been instant death. What kind of person would attempt something like that? Stop bringing up good points, Edgeworth. Oh, more holes in Swiss cheese. Got it. Thank you. This true culprit of yours is nothing but a figment of your imagination. Why do you always have to point out every flaw? It's his job! Mr. Edgeworth's right. That does sound pretty insane. The culprit would have had to be someone who feels no fear, like a stuntman. But everyone feels fear on some level, right? Wait a minute. Do we have a phantom profile here? No, we don't. Do we have a psychology profile of the phantom? Yeah. The subject's emotions rarely fluctuate and he doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. Okay. Aha! I've got it this time. I can prove that there is someone who could have used this alternative escape route. Oh, can you now? This proves the possibility of a person who could have used this alternative escape route. Is it this?
Take that!
I'm so sure of it, I didn't even save. Fingers crossed. I actually don't know yet if that was the right answer. What's that, Mr. Wright? This is a certain person's very interesting psych profile. The subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear. It doesn't feel fear? What? Right. You can't be serious. Without the constraint of fear? He could easily do what an ordinary person wouldn't dare. Spooky music. Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest fear. Oh my gosh. Kagome, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we please get a shout out for Honey Bunny Kagome? Welcome, everyone. Hello. I'm Metroid Crime. I'm a variety streamer. I'm currently on the final chapter of, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, which is part of the Phoenix Wright series. So it's about to get very intense. Very, very intense. But welcome everyone. I'm gonna show you guys all a very quick video. We're gonna pause this for a second. I'm gonna show you guys a quick video about what I'm all about. Like I said, I'm Metroid Crime, variety streamer. But I play a lot of different types of games, indie games, Souls games, etc. Visual novels. Yeah, if you're wearing headphones, warning. There's some screaming in this video. Just a heads up. Here we go. Oh, wait, I didn't die there. Oh, that doesn't count as a death. Whoa! Ah! Oh my god, no. No! He sees me, but I can't do. He can! Less of a roar and more of a. I'm the pain train. It's me. One bullet. One bullet. We're not friends. No, we're not friends.
Who boot the shorts?
Who boot it? Bitch, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
Oh shit!
Stab you, bitch! I'll pull shivs and pieces of godfathers out of them.
But why?
No! Bye, bitches!
Karate.
Karate. I would love to kick fucking stars from my feet. Excuse me, that was my left! Do it!
Fuck you!
No! Fuck you! Sneak, sneak, sneak. Break in the lake! Break in the lake! Makeover, makeover. BDSM. Big dinosaur, small mama. Mammal. Are we gonna kiss a dragon? Yeah! Good luck, have orgasm. Oh my god, I fucking killed Zebra! Guys! It's the same evidence, but upside down. Oh wait, I switched into the wrong scene. Oh my god. No wait, it's not this one either. It's this one. Hey! Thank you again, Kagome, so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Dark Witch Pixie, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Back to this very dramatic scene! Okay, without the constraint of fear, he could easily do what an ordinary person wouldn't dare. Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest fear. This subject could make a 20-foot leap 50 feet up in the air. He could choose this extreme way of escaping without hesitation. So you're saying that to a person without fear, the alternative route would be quicker and eliminate the chance that they'd be spotted. Gonna eat noms? Yes, Kagome! Self-care! Please go eat some foods. Thank you so much again for the raid. I really appreciate it. I will see you around. Have a wonderful night. That's definitely pretty extreme, Mr. Wright. But was there such a person there at the scene? Yes, the Phantom. That mysterious, shadowy figure who keeps popping up. Oh dear. The Phantom again. I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center bombing. But I wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clay Terran as well. However, now it's all clear. The Phantom is the one who not only bombed the Space Center, but also killed Mr. Terran. What? What? Fuck. Order in the court. Order, I say. Mr. Wright, please continue. There were just too many similarities between this case and the one from 7 years ago. But why, you may ask? It can only be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom. So then this Phantom is the one who killed Clay? But who is he? This is the Phantom's theme song. This Phantom has been haunting this case, pulling the strings in the background. Who could this unidentified international spy be? Right, this escape route must have been a part of the Phantom's plan from the start. As was tricking Director Cosmos into switching the launch pads. The bomb on the second floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unusable. That's why he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did. Yes, I think you're right. But it doesn't explain this one last thing. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms? Shit. The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So you mean... the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used. That's right. Who could it be? Wait a minute. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. You've got to be kidding me. Did you figure it out right? Do you know who the Phantom is? Yes, I do. Who is it? Who killed Clay? Objection! Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than... Do you guys know who it is? They kind of revealed it there. So when I was playing this game for the first time, this fucking blew my mind. So here's our cast list. Is it Trucy? It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely Trucy. It's definitely Trucy. Anyway. Bobby Fulbright. After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind. So I lowered my emergency ladder, like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. His objective was to secure his own escape route. We lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter. This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion.
Take that!
What are you saying? You mean the Phantom is Detective Bobby Fulbright? Exactly. We were all taken in by his fake persona. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom. Fuck. Oh, fuck! Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, how could this be? That's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th floor evacuation effort. Our first clue is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The ladder in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered to be lowered. The second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via this ladder. Verily, it was all a part of his plan to create an escape route. After Detective Fulbright saw to it that the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab, he went to the lounge where he killed Clay Terran and escaped into the Space Museum. The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for the right time, got a running start, and just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leaped onto it. Ugh, I don't believe it. That addle-pated detective did all that? Was it really him? I mean, all this time, I thought... Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice. Addlepated. Okay. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, in justice we trust. Then his concern for Simon was also all just one big act? I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart.
Wintermute. Indict the addle-pated detective.
I thought he just sucked as a detective. There's that too. That monster killed Clay? He had me completely fooled. Come to think of it, he's the one who brought that bloodstain later to court too. The scumbag even made me turn on Athena. Damn it! How the hell did I fall for all that? For him to have wormed his way into the police department as well? Ugh. Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright. Yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away. The court will take a short recess and then Detective Fulbright will take the stand. Perfect. It's about time to take a break as well. Everyone throw as much shade as possible at Apollo. I know, right? Edgeworth's eyeshadow is on fleek today. Yes. I love how dramatic he gets when he does that. That face is really good. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. So, I'll be right back. I need to get way more water. Please, everyone, go stay hydrated. Go do a stretch. Go grab some water. Grab a snack. I'll see you soon. Hey, I'm back. Could addlepated be like a British word? Grandpa Simpson ass word. I think Edgeworth is supposed to, he has a British accent, although like he grew up in, in Japanifornia with Phoenix, so I don't know. I just looked up that word over the break, by the way. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually heard that. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta drink 5 times. That was 1. I finished my water. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay. Defendant lobby number 5. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. If it wasn't for everything you did, I... Don't thank me yet. We still have an uphill battle to fight. You got it, boss. Apollo? I think he's feeling all that shade. He's finally feeling that shade that we sent at him. Clavier's bad German upsets me, but apparently he's the German equivalent of a weeb. Yeah. Clavier. Anyway. ... Apollo, you fucked up. Apollo! Well, this is awkward. Oh no. Athena, can you do me a favor? Huh? What is it? Could you... punch me, please? What? Why should I do that? Because I should have believed in you. I let the seed of doubt inside me get the best of me. I'm really sorry that I didn't trust— Ow! Don't be such a dope! I was really touched by what you did! Huh? Now what are you talking about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. But what is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So that once the truth finally comes out, I can really fully trust her. You took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. After all that, how could I punch a true friend like you, Apollo? You didn't have any trouble slapping him a second ago. Thanks, Athena. And thanks for waking me up to reality again. Guess I know who to call if I ever get sleepy in court. I don't know who's talking, so it looks like you have some promising young people working under you. Oh, okay. Edgeworth. Yeah, I think they're pretty great myself, and they're not afraid to keep me in line. Anyway, I have some very good news. Aura Blackwell has surrendered, and the hostages have been set free. Trucy and all the others? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Blackwell said she had something she really needed to do, so I granted her special permission to do what she must. I wonder what it is. Miss Blackwell! I didn't come to apologize, if that's what you're thinking. My actions are what allowed the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come to light. But I did come because I had something to say to all of you. Miss Aura! She'd better not be here to complain about something. Miss Blackwell, I want to apologize to you. The fact that you couldn't trust the court system is our fault. Yeah, it's true the courts are filled with incompetent idiots, still. I suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me. Oh Whoa, Miss Aura, does that mean you're starting to trust the system again? No, of course not. Be quiet, hunk of junk. It's just, I wouldn't mind if you were the ones who took Matisse' killer down. Leave it to us. We'll get him. She did abuse a robot again. So I guess that means she's starting to trust us at least. Aura. Simon, I'm so glad both you and the princess were cleared of all suspicion. And it's all thanks to me and my robots. You'd better be grateful. I never imagined you would go to that... I never imagined you would go that far, though you always were extreme. But I don't recall ever requesting your help. As closed as ever, I see. Well, now that you've been released, I guess it's my turn to go live in the Slammer. Oh, live. Go live in the Slammer. I just hope you're not the prosecutor for my trial. You'd probably give me the death penalty. You know me all too well. I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunted in their case. But I was truly about to be executed tomorrow. Though because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet. I'm gonna go say hi to Karen. You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish. Simon... Oh, I like how they got rid of her robot for this scene. I'm so glad, Simon. So very glad to hear you say that. Aura... Alright, that's enough of that. Bailiff, take me to the detention center. What Miss Blackwell did was inexcusable. But it's clear she did it out of love for her brother. I still can't wrap my mind around Detective Fulbright being the Phantom. I can't believe he killed Clay. Right. And murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon little Athena. Chief Prosecutor. Yes? Wrong voice. I would ask for a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial? I wish to claim the Phantom's head by my own hand. Oh shit. That was my plan all along, after all. It's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court. Edgeworth is too good for this court. They made him go and prosecute. He's not even a prosecutor anymore. He's a head prosecutor. It's all administrative stuff. And they made him stand in a very cold and windy courtroom. Sir, the formal paperwork has yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity, and uncover the truth by your own hand. Oh yeah, yes, it was not technically a real trial either. I'm much obliged. Oh shit. The day to part with these has come at last. Chief Prosecutor, could you? His hands are free! How long have I waited? How many times has he broken out of them at this point? Yeah, I know, right? Maybe it's the sense of freedom, but even the air seems fresher. The light, brighter. And I will relish slashing that blackguard. Fulbright to shreds without mercy. I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is. I'm so glad! But I won't cry just yet. Is that Theseus? After all, we've still got a trial to finish. It's okay to cry, Athena. I promise. Prosecutor Blackquill, Mr. Wright, please avenge Clay's death for me. What are you talking about, Apollo? You're coming to the defense's bench with me. I am? Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's the defendant. That leaves you, Apollo. But, are you sure you want me? I took a leave of absence and everything. Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're all I've got. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Apollo! Athena, I can say it with all my heart now. I believe in your complete innocence. And now we're gonna prove it to the world. Thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it.
So, you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right? Right, because I'm fine now.
He's fine now. Oh, fuck. They're watching him strip down his bandages. I don't know why the music didn't, like, stop for that sequence. It was very strange, because the dialogue was very low. Yeah, his eye's fine. He just used it because he was sick of his bracelet vibrating every time Athena talked. The real dork age of the law. Yeah. Now this is the Apollo I know. Welcome back, Apollo! It's almost time for the trial to restart, though it looks like you have things well in hand. Yep. I should head back to the prosecutor's office. But why? I want to look into a few things, namely the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data registered by the robot, and Detective Fulbright's background. Sounds great, Edgeworth. Thank you. I expect to be repaid with a victory, right? Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay. Are you two all set to go? You bet I am. Let's do this! Shit. This is it. The final battle. The murder of Apollo's friend. The courtroom bombing incident. And the case that ushered in the Dark Age of the Law 7 years ago. Destiny has called us to bring the one responsible for it all to justice today. In justice we trust. Trust us. Let us now reconvene. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. Back into this. That's the only one that's open right now. You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. Now that you mention it. Although back then I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. You've really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. He's still got that ego of his, though. Yes, they are siblings. Prosecutor Blackquill. With the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Yes, I guess we can keep the chit-chat for later. But bailiff, please bring in the witness immediately. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness doesn't go away so easily, I guess. Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am. Detective Fulbright, do you know why you have been called to give testimony? Yup, 'cause there's only one reason why I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice. In justice we trust. It's a very good theme.
Objection!
You can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies. What? Are you questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey. He's acting exactly the same as always. Tell me about it. He must be feeling awfully confident. Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our
Jonathan Ray,
suspicions...
23. Crime in the basement with a lead pipe.
We're playing Clue? Hey there, Jonathan Ray. Welcome. I hope you're doing well tonight. Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get you to your testimony. All right, fine. You want to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that. The embodiment of justice. I am the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only
Jonathan
a theory.
Ray, 23.
You don't have
He has
any
golden
proof.
nipples.
I feel like that's too high. Actually, I don't know. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit. This lighter with her prints on it. It's just like a cat. Yeah. How many nipples was that? How many nipples was that? So you're saying the suspicions against you are completely false. And that the defendant is the real culprit. That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't have any proof that I made a big leap onto a ladder. We don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice just is!
Objection!
Don't make me break out a dictionary on you. Please don't throw the book at me. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him. Let's just try not to lose focus, alright? But my justice is crystal clear. What's not clear are your eyes. Wake up and smell the justice.
Silence.
Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Prosecutor Blackwell? Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner after all. I'm surprised that Apollo hasn't shouted that his literal name is Justice. I know, right? Prosecutor Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections? That's fine, Your Honor. Ha 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 ha! Now ask away and don't hold back.
Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Reminds me of a piece of straw like a farmer. Yeah, kind of. That's probably his hawk's feather, right? Like, he probably takes a feather from his hawk. Embodiment of justice. Hold on, I haven't saved in a while. In almost an hour. And the very embodiment of justice itself. The embodiment of justice. Those are just empty words. But they say if you keep saying something, it can eventually become the truth. Isn't that how people make their dreams come true too? By wishing over and over? Alright. Okay, let's just move on. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments.
Hold it!
My arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's a reasoning behind even a tofu burger. But what we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. And it's called the lighter, with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it in the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but wait. Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright, right, Dono? Especially about that later. Yeah, is that fucking falsified evidence? Oh. The number of prints? So how many prints were found exactly? 3. The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of a right hand. Hold on, did it get added to our evidence? The thumb of a right hand, is that supposed to be here? That looks like a left hand. Okay. That probably has something to do with it. Your Honor, this is an important statement. Could we please have it added to my testimony? You got it. You beat me to it. Ah ha ha! Be it investigating or testifying, speed is the key. Okay, hold on. How big is that lighter? I mean, you could definitely, like, it would be like, where's my lighter? Oh, I don't know where my Zippo is. I have a lighter like that. I have small hands, but my fingerprints would still fit onto it. And it's a normal size lighter, so it'd probably be fine. I don't think I'm concerned about that. What other evidence do we have? Aura's statement. Okay. They're talking about left and right hands here. With an earth emblem on it in their left hand and a knife in their right. Okay, and he was talking about it's the right hand. I mean, it kind of... I would imagine she has tiny fingers. I imagine that's what my fingerprints would look like on a Zippo. I'm gonna present Aura's statement here. Actually, I'm gonna save first. The one he points with, so his left hand?
Objection!
You say the prints were from a right hand, is that correct?
That's right. Very clear prints.
But that just doesn't add up.
Huh? What doesn't add up?
According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held the lighter in their left hand.
Oh?
So here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left?
Ugh. You're right. It doesn't make sense, does it?
Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The witness claims don't even hold water.
Detective Fulbright, I hope you have a good explanation for this.
2 right hands. Oh my god!
I just can't understand it. They're definitely right hand prints. But then why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? I've got it. What have you got, Detective?
The mirror. The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror.
Go on.
Miss Blackwell was looking in through the window of boarding lounge 1, wasn't she? I believe so. If you mean the little window in the back and to the right of the room... Hey, it's our space friend again. I didn't think we'd see him again.
That's right, and across the room on the opposite wall is a large mirror.
I do remember seeing it. So are you saying...
Yes, the culprit Ms. Blackwell must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror. Ah, I see. In that case, right and left would appear reversed, wouldn't they?
God, we're not gonna go... I was about to make a joke about mirrors, and I'm not fucking touching it.
Now do you see? That's the logic of pure justice.
Objection!
But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence!
Right, Dono. You'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Put some more muscle into it.
God damn it! If we make a joke about mirrors, are you gonna flip? You wouldn't want to get your fingerprints from your 2 right hands on them, exactly.
Was the culprit flipped or mirrored?
God damn it. Huh?
That's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand.
And why not?
Ms. Blackwell said she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem is only on one side of the lighter.
You're right. There's no emblem on the other side.
Exactly, as blank and smooth as the judge's fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have covered that emblem.
Uh-oh.
What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting. So, if the culprit had held it in their left hand with the emblem out and visible, they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they had held it in their right hand, they could easily open and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in their right hand.
No! Come back, my beautiful contradiction!
It appears you've planted a flower that bears no fruit. See how it withers before my flower of justice?
He's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point.
In justice we trust! Now do you see I'm not this phantom you've been talking about? I mean, are you sure there really is a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination. Oh, it's so sad. So very sad. But I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit. You asshole.
Hold it!
What's the official flower of justice? I don't know. I don't know, actually.
Wintermute. In justice we trust. Indict the advocated detective.
Right? Okay. Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter? Oh, shit. Apollo's fucking tripping out. Peacefully? Hey, yeah. That works. Oh, there's actually an answer to this question. Oh, Black-Eyed Susan represents justice. These flowers can also stand for encouragement and motivation. Interesting. Jonathan Ray, I actually didn't watch the video yet, but I heard about that. I've seen a bunch of memes about it. Oh my god!
Look at that little pink crimery dough.
Hey there, Touch. Holy shit, 15 months. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well today. I'm all bundled up. Nice and comfy. The exploding can on his face is just a little kiss of hope in 2020. Very good. Okay. I knew it. You're lying, detective. But pardon me? You mean... Yes, my bracelet reacted to his statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. Justice Dono, are you going to use that cheat of yours again? It's time to duel! It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell. Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on, then. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! He has a little bird petting animation! He didn't have that before when he had handcuffs on! Oh my god! Look at how cute that is! Ah! Man! That's kind of the best. Okay. He has pet the bird. I didn't notice that! I've never noticed this animation before. Oh my god. I totally haven't noticed that animation if it's happened. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up. Here goes, then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat the last statement one more time? What in the world are you up to? Alright, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. Touch, thank you. Thank you for that clip. The Earth emblem is only on the side that you can see when held in the right hand. Time to trip out. Okay. So... could he actually have two right hands? I don't know if it's possible. Maybe it's not his hands? Oh my god, okay. Is this JoJo? Yeah, right? No, 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 back. No, sorry, that wasn't it.
this his right hand?
Wintermute. Those gloves, he's Mickey Mouse in disguise.
I don't know, Oh, fuck. Shit. I saw it happen. I saw it happen this time. The Earth emblem? Okay. I thought it was gonna be hand-related. Reset. Please reset. Confirm. He's playing hand games. He's definitely playing hand games over here. 100%. Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. There's also, I seem to remember, there's another hand-related thing, in that Athena stabbed the Phantom in the hand. I don't remember which hand it was, and I don't know if we have evidence about it. Yeah. Stab the Phantom's hand. I don't know which hand, though. Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion what you're talking about. Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me explain it. But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just...
Silence.
Huh. Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you?
Wintermute. Okay, the point about that. Why on the goddess's green earth is he allowed to have a gun in court?
Is there a gun in there, or is it just a holster? I don't know.
Jonathan Ray 23. I'm surprised the desks aren't splinter.
Yeah, right? With how much smacking they do there? What? Not you too, Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, it must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine the lighter. Okay. Good, now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. Now let's check every inch of this thing. Okay, there's a lot more fingerprints on here than I thought there were, actually. There's an entire hand back here. So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. See anything noteworthy? Huh? Hey, look at this. The emblem's actually some kind of button. Oh, does it pop it open? Oh! Uh-oh. Yo, that's the bullet that they found, right? Do we still have that in evidence? No. Is there a report about it? There isn't. Okay. Oh, shit. Wow, it transformed into something. A handle? A trigger? Is this what I think it is? There's no question, it seems. What you have there is a gun. Oh, what? A gun? So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when Director Cosmos was on the stand. The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a 10 caliber. This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. It looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene.
I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun? So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster... That's right. Whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about this secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning.
Oh, this judge sure is something. This judge sure is something.
Break our bones.
Honestly, don't know why he's still judge. It's probably commentary on the legal system in general.
A lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me.
It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person could get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself.
There's nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum, and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out.
Objection!
Whenever you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster.
You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun.
Accuse me all you want, but where's your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun?
Yeah, he's the one who found it and brought it in. So he definitely can't be trusted because the fucking Dark Age of the Law, right?
Not exactly. And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene.
Ugh.
It would appear that the detective is right. Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution's side. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos in the lounge after the incident, and the person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter, and the person who murdered Mr. Terran, and the person who bombed the Space Center, are all the defendant, Athena Sykes. The prints on the lighter are decisive proof.
No!
Now do you see? A man on the side of justice couldn't possibly be the culprit. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in the whole affair.
God damn it. My throat.
The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell? Evidence is everything in court, therefore Fulbright's claims stand firm.
Do they, though? Yeah, exactly. Can we trust him to run the prints properly if he's being accused of being the murderer? They should probably cross-examine it with the lab to make sure. Maybe re-examine it.
But...
Jonathan
Calm down,
Ray,
Apollo.
23.
I think he got his gun and badge from a cereal.
Maybe.
Calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as the prosecutor. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with an awful case of bedhead.
Objection!
Says the man who wears sunglasses at night. If it's
Wintermute.
proof you want, it's
We
proof
need to
you'll
ask
get.
Persephone about Fulbright.
Murderer! Wears his sunglasses at night so he can.
Indie villain.
So he can.
Objection, my hair looks great.
Yeah. Can't smell hair. That's fine. I totally got what you meant anyway.
I'll prove that this lighter is not Miss Sykes, but yours.
Jonathan Ray, 23.
Gumshoe was a better detective than this guy.
Yeah, I mean, well, Gumshoe is not a mass murderer.
Sounds like you've hit on something, Apollo. It's just, if the prints on the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself.
Thank you, Apollo. Someone said it.
You mean, you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right. It could all be a part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own?
No. Well, no, because he's also responsible for the courtroom bombing, right? How many people counts as mass murderer? Is it... I think 3 is... is probably... At least 3. At least 3. Yes, we did hook up Gumshoe with, Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird? Is it Maggie Bride? I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Bird. I don't remember her last name. Apollo's back and he's good boy again, yes. Hold on, what was the last sentence? Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? I can definitely think of a few things.
It is indeed. Have a look at this. What's this, a lighter?
Oh, specific number. Okay, that's possible then. I guess maybe he doesn't qualify as a mass murderer. 3 to be classified as a serial killer, 12 for a mass murder. Okay, so he's officially a serial killer. Thank you for the facts, Jonathan Ray. Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge.
Ah, yes, I just happen to have compiled print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift.
Yeah, that was super suspicious. Can't wait for Apollo and Athena to sit down Christmas dinner with their 6 kids, 22 grandkids, and tell them about the time Grandpa Apollo accused Grandma of murder. Good times. Good times. Good times. 4 or more people. Oh, interesting. Okay, there was a cooling off time, I guess, between the murders. One was 7 years. Anyway, if we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? Probably, we should probably check whose fingerprints they are, right? Are they really Athena's fingerprints? I see we've reached the researching murderers part of the night. Yeah, great. 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 Very good. I mean, it is kind of relevant, and we did kind of go down this road. This is about a murder. And a murderer. They definitely matched her print data. But what about the data itself? It's just a Monday night at my house. God damn it. Detective Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct?
Yes, what about it?
You say Miss Sykes' prints match the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data you used official? It is Monday night. It is Monday night. Yeah, I guess, sorry, it's technically Tuesday morning for me too, in my time zone. Or yeah. Early, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is Tuesday though right now. 29th.
Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that the evidence might have been fabricated?
Yeah, this is the dark age of the law, for God's sakes. Of course it was. I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. It's not morning until you wake up? Okay. So what would... Yeah, but you wouldn't call this Tuesday night, right? I would consider that tomorrow. So are we still calling this Monday night? It's how I excuse going to bed at 8 a.m. Yeah. That's 12 or 1, then it's tomorrow already. Okay. Using the official sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case. What? You dare insult the epitome of justice and integrity? There's no need for such antics.
Silence.
Silence your ass.
Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun.
Wintermute. Notice the delay involved with Roman numerals.
Okay, I didn't look at the cheat sheet this time also. I'm looking at it now, and I was correct, so.
Well then, bailiff. Ah, it appears that the official data is here.
And the results?
It's just as the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant.
Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, not oh. Sorry, they don't belong to the defendant. Okay, cool. So who do they belong to? Okay.
The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clay Taryn.
Okay.
They were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter? Ah, I see. Come to think of it. It wasn't you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? Or wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? I personally removed his glove during investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all. When you took the deceased's fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood. After which, you wiped the blood off of his hand.
Exactly. Fucking Dark Age of the Law shit here. Ugh. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data. All to put the blame on Miss Sykes. Ugh. This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom. Dark Age of the Law! This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit.
So does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom?
Indeed. Remember the killer's escape route. No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it.
Ugh.
Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route.
Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me, or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand.
Ah, all right, I'll talk. I confess. I'm not the Phantom.
Silence.
It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already.
But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself.
An under-the-cover investigator? That sounds less than wholesome to me. Fucking judge. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to undercover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright.
That's right. I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly...
Even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him. What?
Objection!
You're telling us this now? But if what you say is true, then who was the mystery person Miss Blackwell and Mr. Starbuck saw?
It was the Phantom, I tell you. All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him.
Objection!
I don't believe you. Then how do you explain the fabricated lighter?
That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Pinning the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's orders.
And you expect me to buy that?
Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order.
Hey there, New Van Dyke, welcome in. Hope you're doing well tonight. Is his whole defense basically a wizard did it? Yeah, kind of. Wasn't me. No, this is like Shaggy singing "It Wasn't Me." Yeah. Try to self-care as much as you can, New Van Dyke. That sucks. I'm sorry. It's been difficult. It's been a difficult time. It's found logic. Okay.
Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him. So he sent a buzzard of his own to tail me this past year, did he? I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper shot in this courtroom.
Just 2 seconds
Jonathan
ago,
Ray
Fulbright...
23. Oh no, he stole the moonstone. Now I can't evolve my Clefairy.
Right? Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's going to lie his way out of it now? But on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright, if we can't find a flaw in his logic. He's right. After we've come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wiggle free now.
There, I finally told the truth. Now I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom. You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right? Oh shit, what's this seriousness going on right now? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. What?
How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious that he's the Phantom.
Silence.
Evidence is everything, right, Dono? And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom.
Yes! Yeah, New Van Dyke, yes! Yes, we revealed, we were like, he's the Phantom! So now we're trying to prove it. He's like, you don't have any evidence, bitches! But yeah, it's a fucking... that story got turned about. The first time I played this game, I had no idea that was coming, by the way. It completely fucking blew my mind. Ugh.
Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence.
Yeah, I'm playing it through BlueStacks, actually. Because it came out on 3DS and there's no real good 3DS emulators at the moment. But they also released it for Android and iOS, so I'm playing it on an Android emulator at the moment. Yeah, but there's, apparently, specifically this game doesn't work with Citra. I don't know about Spirit of Justice, but I'm probably gonna be using Spirit of Justice on BlueStacks as well. But yeah, I think the DLC might be broken or something in Citra. But...
I've known Fulbright here for a year now, and all this time he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie.
Yeah, but was he doing it maybe for his own, like, benefit?
But Prosecutor Blackwell... This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me, he actually became quite a nuisance, really. Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me!
Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. Hello there, Arms Tech. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good night.
However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. Got that?
Yes! Thank you! Oh, thank you!
Such a bond of trust is a rare and beautiful thing.
God damn it.
In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Very good, I'm very glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up and Miss Sykes will go free as well. ...
Mr. Wright, we can't let the trial end here. If we do the Phantom, the man who killed Clay will get away. I know, but... what should I do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he going to get away just like that?
Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. And with that... I'm off!
No, I have not beat this already. This is actually the final case. Of this... Well, final case minus DLC. Also, Cuphead's a good game. I love Cuphead. The defense... No, wait. Not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time yet for a verdict, and would like to see this trial continue.
What? But I was just about to declare your innocence. You're innocent of all charges.
It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could scooch over? This is very good. This is a good pose. This is specifically for indie villain. Athena, what are you doing? I hope we don't get held in contempt of court. I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you?
Of course I am, and I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart.
You have this and Spirit of Justice on Android. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing... Next, I'm gonna be playing, well... I'm gonna be playing Dream Daddy next, but after that I'm playing, the DLC for this game, and then I'm gonna go into Spirit of Justice. I'm very excited to play that again. Screenshot this. Yeah, right? Athena, where are you going with these questions? I have yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all. What? What does that mean? We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie. That's it. With your special ability, we might just be able to stop him. Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations.
Yes, well. Even before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow.
If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him? I mean, he's already killed, like, over 4 people.
Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense this defense is spouting? Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling. Not you, too! You've been making baddie remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as you're an undercover investigator and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. But I thought you believed me.
Silence.
JK, bitch.
Oh, how you amuse me so.
What's going on here? That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon.
I knew you would catch on, Athena.
Huh? Mind filling me in here? Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright. Because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotions, like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart. What? You two are working together just now? By the way, I ship Athena and Simon. So I'm not in, I ship them over Apollo and Athena. Come now, Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart. I'm sorry, Indie Villain. I'm sorry to drop that on you. I couldn't do it. The age gap is fine. I think. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm scared to check. Hold on. 18 and he's like 20, it's 10 years. Anyway. You've got it. Time to check the instant replay. Widget, mon ami, let's do this. How dare you unsubscribe? Sorry. Okay. I should actually take a quick break because we skipped one. It's been 15 minutes since I should have taken a break. The way this game's going, I bet yours is more likely than mine. You never know. There's still more games that aren't out yet in the series, so... Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go take a quick break. Please, everyone, go get some water. Go get hydrated. And I will see you soon. Okay, yes, I can see how that ship could be kind of upsetting. How do you feel about, Phoenix and Maya, though? I'm pretty sure they have the same age range gap. Is Maya's on here? No. It's just as upsetting? Okay. Okay. Okay, here, let's go through his emotions. Here we go. Thank you for believing in me, Prosecutor Blackwell. I am an undercover investigator, but the Phantom was coercing me. He stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago.
I'm a bad, bad person for cooperating with such a man. I should have been reading this in his voice. He took my family hostage. What else could I do? You can't catch me in a contradiction here, you pervert. Damn it. I had to make sure that you knew that fact. Yeah, he didn't have any fucking reaction. He's registering no emotion at all. Sorry. Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all. It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom psych profile. God damn it! I may have started watching after Maya left the games because I don't know her. Yeah. You might want to watch some VODs before we start Spirit of Justice. Just as a heads up. Also, hey there, Gato Lavanda. I saw your message before. When I first played this, I shipped Simon with Bobby. I can see that also. Not as bad as Black Quill and Athena, but yeah, I think Rightworth is pretty much canon. Because yeah, there's, Maya's in Spirit of Justice. In fact, I'm pretty sure most of the game is focused around her. I mean, that's not true. Most characters in this game have a pretty big part in that game. Like, they all have main stories. But yeah, anyway. Detective Fulbright. This lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom. I haven't played Layton on stream, no. Oh shit, what is he doing? What the fuck? Hey! Hey! What's going on? Wait, hold it. What do you think you're doing, Detective? I've played Professor Layton off stream. I kind of don't know if I want to play it on stream because it's going to be embarrassing. I'm very not good at some of those puzzles. Me? I'm not doing anything. He's trying to hack into the Mood Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this. You pecked the fucking hell out of him. Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy. Thanks, Prosecutor Blackquill. There, now you can't hack me anymore. I dare you to try to hide your lack of emotions from us. Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you've wounded me very deeply with that accusation. What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelmingly happy reading. Huh? But he's literally crying us a river over there. I do like Professor Layton a lot. I just don't know how much I want to stream that game. And there's also Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover game, which is pretty okay. It was good. Yeah, there's a lot of Professor Layton games. I've gotten, I want to say I stopped on the 4th or 5th one. Yes, Curious Village is very good. I listen to the soundtrack from that like all the time, actually. Okay. Hold on. Literally crying as a river over there. Oops, my mistake. How about this? Ah! Yikes. Now he's angry all of a sudden? What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right? Precisely. Which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he's controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackquill. You are correct. It is the result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know.
More like for us spies, seriously. But I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, detective.
A feeling I'm trying to hide. That's a good one. You're the ones who've been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess.
Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right?
No, analyze away. But I will state it again, I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do.
Okay, great. Great. Wonderful.
Okay, me, the Phantom? No way. It's literally every emotion. Oh, I'm so sad. See, I told you I have emotions. Emotion troll. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock?
No, he's just fucking okay.
I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now.
Yeah, I gotta go look through all of them again. What the? How are we supposed to pick out what's unnatural from this mess? I don't know what we can do with this either.
This must be his defense against your ability.
So you think this is what he meant by what he's really capable of? Is this even his final form?
I'd hate to know what's going on inside that guy's head. Well, we know he's hiding something and that he feels threatened by Athena. Being only human, his true feelings, an emotion he can't completely conceal, must be hidden somewhere in his testimony.
Okay. His tripping out powers?
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. I think it might be the third one. Give me a second. Yeah. Go back. Hold on. They're all turning on and off, right? Yeah, they are. Okay, so I think... Hold on, I think it's this one. This sadness one doesn't turn off when you're flipping through them. This one's staying constantly lit. I'm gonna say it's this. It's Simon Says. Yeah. It's got the same color lights, too. I found it. I found the one emotion you're truly feeling.
What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock. You felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear, huh? Fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh?
And it was a response to that moon rock.
Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because... Is it because he failed to steal it? Failed to steal it, your identity will be revealed. Lost it.
Would it lead to him... He's scared because of Phoenix's ability to save the game?
Because it's Sokka's girlfriend.
Very good. I'm gonna say because his identity will be revealed. I mean, he also did fail to steal it, but... Of course, that's it.
Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top-secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. Yeah, okay. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom, after all. Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Me? Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about.
So, there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity?
Apparently so.
Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock,
But more like he had to take it with him?
Oh, do you think he got blood on it? Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity. Hold on. We don't have that anymore. We used to have... Oh. There's the moon rock. Moon rock is 7K here. Okay. Hey! Hey, what? Where do you think you're going?
Me? I'm not going anywhere.
Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away?
How many more of those toys does he have?
And where can I get myself some? No, he was just being an asshole.
Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock? In justice we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh.
Ah! And what was that just now? But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth. Did Apollo quote the Joker? I didn't actually see. It's very possible.
It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway?
Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof. But I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits.
Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours?
I don't know what to say aloud now that Telefrance is over. I know, I can't believe that it's over.
Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery.
Dramatic pause. Telefrance. All I hear is distrust?
As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine.
W enter mute France.
But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. Uh-oh. He's got Athena doubting herself. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into this courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been key in getting to the truth.
What nonsense. Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock. I see. Very well. I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidences.
But, Your Honor!
There, you see, nobody believes you and your trumped-up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes analysis can contribute to the making of the truth... Can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already. Surely you jest.
So does this mean... you will accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor?
Analyses. Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter.
Then that's a win for me. No, a win for analytical psychology.
Wintermute. And I de-advocated Detective with Athena's analyses as evidence.
Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell the court the reason for your fear.
Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine. I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. Okay.
Here we go. Okay, I honestly believe that he... Okay. I know that Athena stabbed him in the hand. If he's the Phantom, Athena stabbed him in the hand. I wonder if she stabbed him in a hand that was holding a moon rock. There's also the fact that she has an earring that was used for moon rock, or used with moon rock, or created from moon rock. Anyway.
I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice! And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure. You sound convincing enough. But so does any 2-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence.
Yeah, I don't think there's a gun in his holster, by the way. I know we were talking about that before.
The Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it. Right, Dono? With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell, we have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I bear part of the responsibility as well, for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result.
Oh, they're talking about how they're both responsible for the Dark Age of the Law at the same time.
The two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the Dark Age of the Law! And then it is also our burden to cut away the foul specter we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people.
New Van Dybe.
Where's Harvey Dent?
Trust, understanding, ha! Fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
How is Phoenix responsible for being tricked into... Yeah, no, I don't know. I still don't know how... I guess because he did it? Like, he did present false evidence. He got tricked by a child, I'm pretty sure, right? Is that what happened? Or he got tricked by someone he trusted. Man. Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies always. Okay. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Very afraid of him because he took my family hostage, which I don't know about that, but whatever. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with my theory that he was holding the moon rock when he got stabbed and there was blood on the moon rock, and that's why he doesn't want anyone to see the moon rock. I'm gonna save the game. So... I don't have anything else that's more relevant. I don't think so.
Objection!
Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is.
Of course, that's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran.
That's right. And the exact same type of knife. Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Exactly.
Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall.
Hello there, Cyferret. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Hope you're doing well. He dodged it at first, so I only got his clothes, but I tried again.
And this time you got him, didn't you?
I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand.
Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock.
Babstab! Yeah, Babstab! Exactly! Bab Athena. And he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene.
You mean if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is? Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing.
That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail.
You can?
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier! I actually know all the answers! No, Phoenix, you know, trust me. It's up here.
Of course not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me.
Ah! What this court needs is a bully-free zone.
The infamous Sword of the Beguiling bluff. Its edge is without compare. Come now, ready it with me, and show us just how finely it cuts. Your Honor, this is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage! Ah! Go on, right, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Whoa, you're right. But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then. All that in spite of the Space Center having a very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? God damn it, we know where it is! We already know where it is because we were perceptive about the evidence! In the name of justice, I proclaim, that's impossible! And why is that? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom. It's gonna be with the hologram dino? And especially the lab, but the moon rock was never found. Ah, how could I forget about that? A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether. There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yet, a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that either. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think! How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab? Could he have literally just, like, thrown it out the fucking window? Or was it just, like... This was also on the counter in the death, pictures, right? No. Oh, we don't have it. We don't have pictures of the things that it was just flashing by our eyes. Okay, whatever. So, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can, Your Honor. What? Oops, sorry, I mean... What? In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright. Okay. I'm pretty sure he just stuck it inside the fucking Hope capsule, right? That was the only thing I saw in that scene that I have in my evidence. I think that might be spoilers. I don't think I've seen that yet, Cyferret. The only time I've seen Skelly has been in the courtyard. Present. That's the Hope capsule, right? The one that went up with the HAT-1 rocket? He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. Just unread it. Yeah, it's fine. I probably won't remember. So there was only one safe place to stash it. Go. So, oh, I just read that. Okay. The Hope capsule that was there in the lab that day. Yes, and the team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But, if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up into space along with the rocket. Yes, actually, that's perfect. You know why? Okay. Preposterous! It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was, yeah, inside the fucking Hope capsule, which got blown up in the fucking courtroom explosion, which is why it's hanging out
in the evidence that was salvaged from this. Solve the case. Done. Done! Let's get that rock analyzed. Exactly. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. It was out there in the depths of space. Aboard the Hope space probe. What? What? Analyzed? I might have stumbled on a word. Order in the court. I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the HAT-1 anyway. The villain, he used his primary objective to conveniently kill two birds with one stone. That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. Ugh. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later, with the capsule in tow. Ah! If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. So, he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. His original assignment may have been just to sabotage the HAT too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crimes 7 years ago. And that's why he went to the boarding lounge and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably hung onto that capsule for all he was worth until his very last breath. Ooh. Oh, this is so funny. You make me laugh, you really do. Boy, he's totally out of whack now. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I am not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes, a trap. Now I'm not sure what to think. I suppose if the Phantom is a spy worth his salt, a trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
But in that case, you could say anything is a trap. That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been framed into taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence.
Infinite Skyline, that's fine. There are definitely other people who I have won against, just not the week that you fought me. I hope you're doing well tonight. Further investigation, more like plotting your escape. But no more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now. I guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Uh-oh. Oh, does he have a gun? Die, Simon Blackquill! Hey, you guys aren't really... Edgeworth is like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is going on right now? It looks like I made it just in time. Edgeworth! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three.
New Bandai. I swear to God, right, I leave you alone for 5 minutes and you can't even keep a single courtroom from exploding. You have hell to pay in the bedroom tonight.
Right? Hmm.
All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. But none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. That's not good. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackquill, you'd best brace yourselves. Uh-oh. The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead. What? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. Then does this mean... Yes, the man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. An imposter? Then this man. Who in the world is he? Enough of your trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you. Shit. What the fuck? No! His face! Aw, look what you did to my mask. Mask? What is the meaning of this, witness? It's the actual moon itself! Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now. This is a setup for a jump scare. I don't like it. Oh god. What? Wait, but that's... Hey, Apollo. Yeah, it's me, Solomon Starbuck. Mr. Starbuck? But that can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence.
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the HAT-1, which was set to be destroyed. Yeah, this is just another mask. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
Objection! Not so fast. I have the Phantom psych profile right here. If we compile a psych profile on you and compare the results, it will prove that you're the Phantom.
It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means.
That voice. Those words! Oh, fuck!
I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes.
But Professor Means? Mask?
I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Now give me that evidence.
Oh shit. Huh? That's definitely not the only copy, right?
Time to take out the trash. Permanently.
How could you?
Now do you see how powerful the end justifies the means can be?
Silence.
How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. Ah, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all.
Oh yeah, his tiny glasses, yeah. They're very good.
Or perhaps it's really the case that you don't even know who you are anymore. What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Blackwell? That's right. I don't know who I am. I am always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face? Memories? Personality? Beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. Close enough, indie villain. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? And now we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. Oh, huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of a phantom trap won't work anymore. Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule? I think I'll do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... Fudge! It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens. It looks like you have finally caught on. Bitch, I know something you don't. Full marks for the defense for effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. So that's the real reason this courtroom is blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. I can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer. Please pray for Phoenix.
I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright.
At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono? I know, I'm trying. There's only one thing that can unmask this menace, the moon rock. It's not prayer hands, but it's close as I have. Yeah, that works. Mamma mia! But that was blown to bits in this courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little fragment still
Has
exists?
Fulbright's senses flown the coop? Is the moon rock really destroyed? Tune in next time, same right channel.
No, we're getting to the end of this. There's not much left, I think. I think this is the fucking nail in the coffin that we're gonna present here.
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there, too.
That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture?
Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof. What evidence will finally prove the Phantom's identity?
Okay. We're gonna do a save, because I'm pretty sure this is it. Like, I can't imagine it would be anything else. It's the only piece of evidence we have that has the moon rock on it.
Take that!
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom, and the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity?
Yes, indeed. Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing, specifically right here. Right here, bitches.
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article.
The article about the HAT-1?
Now, please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments... See how there's a rock-like object with the same coloration?
Oh my. Yes, I see it.
It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. And DNA testing on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom.
Unbelievable. But that's impossible. A surprise to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, Foolbright. Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the testing. That was fast. Prosecutor Blackwell, what do the test results show? There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they? There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you are the Phantom.
Objection!
Huh? Oops. Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh? Shit. Oh, damn! Why? It was a pretty good objection, too, don't you think? Now he's me? So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, no, not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright. Edgeworth, oh my god, I'm in heaven. Could this trial be any more insane? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph and those just like it. How can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Care to explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Did they take a DNA sample from the witness and not take off all of his fucking masks? Yes.
Don't be absurd. Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anybody can see that they're the same. They have the exact same coloration.
Objection!
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely that a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be there. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
But your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock.
And why not?
I know it sounds like an excuse, but... Several years ago, I tripped and fell in this very courtroom, and was hurt pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble.
Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds.
And yet, I suppose it's not completely out of the question? I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible.
And why not?
In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. Oh, really? So you see, short of going back in time, cue Chrono Trigger.
Traveling back in time to get a mysterious rock? Weird.
Indie villain.
It's like we did that today.
Another time travel game.
Yeah.
There's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock.
Oh!
No.
There's really no way to prove it.
Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. The earring, yeah. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care.
We do?
We do. Even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual.
Fragment of Hope, that's my favorite Star Wars.
I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost is this.
Moon rock earring. But just about the only thing my mother left me are Widget and this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way.
Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you with a very important piece of evidence.
She did?
You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own.
Yeah! Oh! Yeah, you mean...
Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future.
If your mother left you missiles, she left you, right? This is the defense's sample of the moon rock.
Take that!
I would hope they wouldn't have to destroy the entire, like, necklace. They could probably, like, drill out a part of it from, like, the back or something, right?
I would hope. That's your sample? This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from that original moon rock.
What?
All this time? It was right here all along? No. It can't be. If the composition of the bombed fragments and the earring are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed that the blood on the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now even I can hear the fear in your voice. But fear? I don't feel fear. I left all of my emotions behind years ago.
Objection! Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust.
And I suppose you do.
I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me. I couldn't get over the trauma of my past.
Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I could collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. And that's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? How can I run away from myself? When there's nothing inside, nothing at all.
Objection!
I know it's hard for somebody as unwilling to trust others as... you to understand. That was a weird sentence. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life, and so people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? The fear inside of me is this? No. Ah! Ah! Oh shit. I'm afraid? I'm scared! Ah! I feel fear! You can't unrun your... You can't oh my god, I can't read. You can't read! You can't outrun yourself! Remove that mask and unleash your emotions. Confront your guilt head on. With your own true face! Shit. My own true face? No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See? I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. My own true face? I don't have one! My face! My face! My face! That's Ted Tonate. Who's it gonna switch to this time? Oh! I can't remember this guy's name. Is this my face? Is it? Is it? No, that's not it. No. Oh. This isn't me either. Ah, is this me? Which one is my face? What am I? Who am I? Shit. Yeah. It's what he said was gonna happen. He knew it. Yeah, I think he just got sniped. Florent LaBelle, thank you, Arms Tech. I couldn't remember their name. Thank you so much. A sniper attack in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones. Is that the first on-screen murder in one of these games? Maybe? This is definitely the first time a case, I think, has ended in murder. But I feel like they've definitely shown people get shot in, like, cutscenes and stuff, but not actually during a court case, no. Yeah, it did show the bludgeoning of Cindy Stone, yeah. Yeah, I've definitely have seen murder cutscenes before. AKA Cinderblock, yes. But not as a conclusion to the case. Anyway. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is true. I think the only murders were in flashbacks. I don't think they've done anything. Yeah. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright? I mean, his imposter doing? Oh, damn. He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying. Well, that was fortunate for all of us.
I mean, he's gonna get the fucking death penalty anyway, isn't he?
The analysis of that final piece of evidence Wright Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moonrock in question. Of the murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present, the bombing of courtroom number 4, and of all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all.
I'm assuming they took off his fucking mask this time. I would hope.
Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place?
Yes, Your Honor.
Here we go. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes,
Not guilty! Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Court is adjourned.
We did it.
December 20th.
Sorry, let me drink some water before we do this.
Really wanted the judge to take off his mask right before ruling? Yeah.
Oops, I think I just gave myself hiccups.
Okay.
No, I'm okay. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Pearls. Who's Nick? Who's Nick? Thank you, Pearls, and thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Bye, Sci-Ferret. Have a wonderful night. See you around. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you. Trucy, are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up. That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe.
Right. I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth. We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you.
Aw, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right?
Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to the successful conclusion. And besides, it was you that saw to it that I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you?
Yeah. Getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? It should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal.
Well, I owed you a few favors.
Thanks, Edgeworth. Oh, man. Oh, shit! Hey, Edgeworth. Think we can finally bring the Dark Age of the Law to an end?
Even the darkest nights turn to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away.
You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Dawn Age of the Law! Yeah!
Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it. Phoenix, don't tell Edgeworth to smile more. That's fucking rude as hell.
The complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Yes, he did.
Athena. I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas.
Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied, and I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Oh. Just barely, but I still made it. Aww. Athena!
That a girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out.
Oh.
Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you.
Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that!
It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life.
Like what?
My honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure.
Huh?
That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai through and through. Well, it looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off.
You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh?
It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go! Let's hear it for the Write Anything Agency!
Well, nobody's gonna try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free, thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many more people out there who need our help.
You're right. And I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the Dark Age of the Law... Dark Age of the Law! To a close.
Hey! I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles!
Huh? Nothing like a bowl of Eldune's noodles after a trial, all on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at the Write Anything Agency, right, Mr. Wright? Huh? Huh? As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles.
Huh? 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 I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case?
The more the merrier, right?
Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come! Who knew you'd grow up to be such a generous gentleman?
Guys? Under these circumstances,
Indie
there's
villain.
only one thing I can
Look
say.
at that JoJo pose.
That was definitely a JoJo pose, yes. Only if I get to join in.
Hey, no fair! I want to say it too!
Okay, here we go. Are we ready?
Objection!
Good game. I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. You think I should have found him a few legal cases? Nah, that's okay. This is the Write Anything Agency after all. Athena and Apollo were so wonderful in court. I better study as much as I can if I want to be a judge someday. My grandma says eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow. Green peppers or yellow peppers? Or maybe I should go with hot as the sun red peppers instead.
Oh, she's still crushing on Apollo. She just called him hot as the sun.
The end of the dark age of the law, you say? Tis tis, how naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation. The chief prosecutor wants to see me. Ah!
I've been asked to debut the great masked wrestler Tenma Taro.
He's scheduled to go up against the amazing Ninetales next, though.
Oh, what to do, what to do? A fight to the finish with myself?
Why don't you ask Mr. Demon Lawyer to be the amazing Ninetales, too?
That's not a bad idea. I bet he'd be all for it. Caw! So, we are to meet as foes, are we? I missed the last part of that sentence.
Would you believe it? I'm an alderman of Ninetales Vale now. Pretty impressive, eh? I took over after Rex QB for the good of my beloved village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to help us out?
Hey you! What do you think you're doing sneaking into the manor? Ah, the jig's up! Better make a run for it!
Yeah, Apollo's the demon lawyer, yes.
He's got the horns.
I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming genuinely interested in law, so now I'm studying for the bar exam. I'm gonna prosecute Athena someday. You'll see.
I'm studying my buns off too, but not for the bar exam. I'm gonna pass the Themis legal entrance exam on my own merit this time. With a score of 100 points, of course.
Hugh! Juniper! Our dream will live on forever! I found really sweet boxes for all three of them, but they won't wear them. Is it because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge? But anyway, thanks to the trial, the school's newspaper future is as bright as can be. Now let's see what the fresh bloods have to say in the new school paper. Our editor cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard box got soggy.
Oh. Yeah, working on his splits, yeah, right? The one-night-only reunion concert, I still remember that evening of passion. The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. When she's a judge in her own court someday, I'd love to have a jam session with her. It'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah. I can already hear it now.
I gave this place a good cleaning from top to bottom, but it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of people in this office. With Mystic Maya due to come here once her training's over, it simply must be done.
Haha! Humanity's dreams for outer space will never die. In fact, planning for the HAT-3 rocket has already officially begun. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of Yuri Cosmos! What do you... Oh, director. Yeah. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. Just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Yuri Cosmos.
He got fucking demoted? He fucking deserves it. He fucked up like multiple times. I'm gonna go to the moon in the new rocket! If Athena or Mommy Mati came to the moon, I would love to show them around. But which is more interesting? Mons Perennius or Mal Tranquilitas? You think they'd like either one? Yay! Hooray! I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you used to.
Ooh. Yikes. Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time, for me and for Clay. Thanks to my lures, I know I should never give up, but I'm worried. You can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as heck. Oh man, now I'm getting really nervous. Space Larry, right? Hey there, Mr. Jazbo. No, I am not employed here. I simply came... Oh, fuck. But no one's around, and I've been kept waiting for a long time. And what sort of case brings you here? Oh? Your father was accused and you wish for Athena to defend him. Then perhaps he and I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future. With them gone, who's gonna feed the dinosaur, right? Space dinosaur. Sorry, space dinosaur hologram, not real dinosaur. I look forward to your next month's salary. Please forgive me! Oh shit, I thought that was gonna be Gumshoe. Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills to the prosecutor's office to light. It would seem solving the case has thawed the chill of winter into the warmth of spring. Now I owe Wright yet another debt of gratitude, but I will repay him one day. You can trust in that. I'm having a really hard time fucking reading these. I can't, like, I can't voice act them because I have to read it so fucking fast. It's like... Okay, there we go. Yeah, why is the text so much faster? It's really annoying. I wish I could manually skip it if I needed to. How does this game fit into my Ace Attorney tier list? This is one of my favorite Ace Attorney games. I know a lot of people don't like it. I know it gets a lot of hate, but honestly, I thought this game was fucking awesome when I first played it. I have to say that Ace Attorney 3 is probably my top game. Then this, and then 1. That's probably my top 3. I really like this game, and honestly, like, I didn't see the reveal with Fulbright probably until, like, this, I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game. And I thought that reveal was so cool that, like, this person who we had, like, been getting to know throughout the entire case was, like, or throughout the entire game was, like, actually an evil mastermind. And replaying this game, for me personally, knowing that was, like, really cool to, like, see all of the hints that they left throughout the game. So yeah, I really like this game. We're gonna be doing, actually, I think the DLC for this game is fucking awesome. It might be the best case in this game. I'm very excited for it. But what we're doing, so what we're doing after this is we're gonna play some Dream Daddy to take a little break. Then we're gonna get right into the DLC. And then probably gonna take another break and play something else again. And then go into Spirit of Justice. And maybe there will be an Ace Attorney 7 at some point, I hope. That we can play on stream. If the rumors are to be believed. But yeah. Maybe Athena and Paul will fall in love, maybe Dare to Dream, yeah. I would love for Athena to get her own fucking game. Whenever you talk about Dream Daddy, my brain interprets it as Showers with Your Dad Simulator. You know, I've been talking a lot about Shower with Your Dad Simulator, so I've also been trying to not confuse them. Spirit of Justice is probably your third favorite in the series after TNT and ME2, yeah. I haven't played... ME2 is Edgeworth Investigations, right? I haven't played the second one. I'm excited to replay Spirit of Justice. To be fair, I was, like, going through some shit. Oh, shit, hold on.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
That's the HAT3, right? Come on, you can do this, Starbuck. You got this.
Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think!
Oh my god.
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right.
They held hands, indie villain! Robot abuser being in prison is satisfactory to me. Yeah, happy ending, exactly. Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache. Honesty as deceit. But, just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow. And done. So yeah, no. So we have a DLC. Oh, is extras and DLC under its own menu? Remember, I didn't remember the ending cutscene there, by the way. Totally didn't remember that. Hold on. Wait, how do I change what the costumes are? Oh. I see. Sure, of course, she has a schoolgirl outfit. Okay. Wait, where's the DLC? Okay, I gotta look into this. Why does it say extras and... Oh, DLC is the costumes. Is the episode select here? If not, I have to, like... Oh, there we go. Turnabout reclaimed. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So that's for another time. Ace Attorney. Dual Destinies. It's a good game. What a ride. Exactly. Exactly. Wait, you see a pirate. Oh. Do you? It's a very good case. It's a very good case. But, alas, we're gonna be taking a quick break from Ace Attorney and going to Dream Daddy. So. Cayman Rise, I finished. Oh no! Oh man. Well, there will be more at some point.